Yo, what's going on guys? My name is Axphyxiate and today we're going to be doing a build for skiffs. So this is going to be PvP orientated, so we're going to be focusing on making it really hard to hit, which makes it hard to destroy. So it might not be the most ideal for PvE situations, but that's the trade-off. Also, to be upfront, I haven't really done too much skiff building. This build is really good, but it took me a while to play around and finally get the build to work, so I'm going to have to do a few edits here and there just to make it not an hour-long video. This build is really strong though, and I'll actually do some testing with some turrets to show you the few spots that it can get shot by. So that'll be at the end of the video, and I'll put a timestamp or a chapter down below if you want to skip there at any point. To start with, you want to make sure that you're slightly uphill, and you want to dismount off the skiff and then instantly go into K camera, so you're perfectly lined up with the skiff. And you want to get this first foundation as far back as possible, and then line it up with the center of that console. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's your rough guide. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to drop these foundations and try and get them through the actual skiff floor. That way the bottom of the foundation will protect the bottom of the skiff. If you haven't lowered foundations before, just simply place a pillar inside the foundation and then you'll get a lower snap point. And in just a minute here, you'll see what I mean when I say things are a bit tricky to build on skiffs. So here it says the structure is too far away from the platform, but that doesn't actually mean you can't build it. You just have to play around with like different angles and stuff, and you'll eventually get a green snap spot. So you can see here I'm trying a few different spots. I'm seeing if it'll work on just the skiff platform itself, but it doesn't. So it does take a bit of playing around to finally get the right snap spot. But this is something you guys are going to have to do yourself and just figure out what works and what doesn't. A lot of the time moving the skiff around will also help you get a green snap spot. Getting these foundations on the low snap spot was also kind of difficult as well. You can see here that even just the sway of the skiff is enough to make a snap spot go green. So I was just testing here if I can go any lower, and you can see that I can go one further. So once your foundation is entirely underneath the skiff, that's the level you want to be at. I do cheat and use fly here to pick up my foundations and stuff, so you guys are going to have to either hover close to the ground or use some grapples or something like that. Placing these foundations is definitely easier on the top of the skiff, but at the same time you're still going to have to try and play around with it and try and get the snap spots. I find that if you look at a different foundation or a different structure, and then try and get it to where it's flicking between two different snap spots, that's usually when you can get it to place the best. You're also definitely going to go through a bunch of structures just trying to get snap spots, so prepare yourself for that. So you can see here that simply by moving the skiff and having it on an angle, I was able to place that foundation straight away when I was having issues with it before. So it's a lot of fiddling with hovering close to the ground and like getting on different angles and stuff like that to be able to place the structures you're trying to place. We're going to switch all these foundations to blocks. You can see that it makes the foundations a lot taller, so it actually blocks the bottom of the skiff. And you can see here I tested with a shotgun, and you can't shoot through these foundations. Next we're going to build some walls. Pretty straightforwards here. Next up we're going to place some ceilings on top, and then we're going to do some stairs for the front. You definitely want to use stairs instead of ramps. Like, I know that I swapped them to ramps afterwards, but the stairs actually have a different angle than the ramps do, and the stairs work better. Getting some of these snap spots on the bottom is a real pain, so you're going to need to play around with that. Then we're just going to fill up the rest of the ceilings. You'll notice here that you have to crouch underneath, but you're not really going to be inside that area anyway. This is purely for PvP, so... Next up, we're going to place these triangles at the front. This is just going to help us get another angle for some stairs that'll protect the corners here. Then you want to snap another set of stairs underneath as well. This one was kind of hard, it took me a while to get. Once you've got those two front diagonals done, you want to start placing some triangle ceilings at the back of the skiff. And then you're just going to have some more stairs coming off this snap spot here as well. So the build's already coming along pretty nicely. We're going to get some walls on these diagonal ceilings here, just to protect us a bit as the rider. So I was playing around with what snap spots I could get on the back to see how I could defend it the best, and I got this wall snap over here. So we want to do that on both sides. Getting this right side wall took a lot of playing around, so hopefully you guys have better luck than I did. Then you want to get these two diagonal walls on the inside. I then tried to snap these stairs underneath so that would protect the back of it a bit more. And then I wanted to get another set of stairs snapped forwards so that it would protect the bottom even more. And that's the build just about done. We're going to put a pillar on top of the driver so that we can't get shot at, but that's pretty much it. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, I also did some testing with this, so I set up some turrets, left the tribe, and then flew an unarmored skiff in there just to show that it was actually targeting me properly. So you can see that I'm getting shot on the skiff, so we're going to test it with the skiff with the actual PvP build on it, and we'll see how many turrets can actually hit us. Obviously I have creator mode on, so the skiff doesn't actually die to the turrets, it's more just a test where the turrets can actually target the hitbox of the skiff. Okay, so each of these turrets now has 500 ammo, or close enough, and we're just going to test it and see what we get hit by. So you can see here that they're trying to hit the bottom, but if you fly low to the ground, they don't actually target you. As you start to turn around, they'll start targeting the back wing. You can see there, they're trying to hit the wing. If you turn all the way around, they'll hit the back of the skiff. And then they'll start to target the right hand wing over there. And as you straighten up again, they stop targeting you at all. So I'm not suggesting that you go flying your skiffs into turret towers or anything like that, but at the same time it sort of shows you how well protected the skiff is. And if you imagine that there's a player trying to hit your skiff, it's going to be a lot harder for them to actually destroy it, as opposed to just a naked skiff. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap up the video for today. I hope you enjoyed the skiff builds. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, then consider hitting the sub button. You'll be notified whenever I upload, and I have a variety of content on my channel, so there's something for everyone. And of course, if you did like it, then don't forget to smash the like button for me. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.